Hello everybody, it's me Heather, and today I'm doing a get ready with me video. I'm just going to walk you guys through the process. So I'm using a Laura Mercier foundation primer that I got from Sephora, very nice deluxe sample size. Seems to be water based and it just feels very nice on the skin, and it has SPF. This foundation I really like. This is from Stila. This is in the shade Rich Medium. It's the color correcting stick. This has an extremely dewy finish, so honestly not the best foundation to wear on a hot summer day, but I apply it very, very, very generously because I love that this has buildable coverage. You can wear this sheer to full, medium, or sheer to full coverage, so I want to go for very full coverage. So I applied it very liberally, and I'm just blending it out with a Royal & Langnickel Kabuki brush. And this is the Essence Match to Cover Cream Concealer. And I'm just taking the shade of that and I'm applying it underneath my eye area. And this is definitely more of a brightening concealer than a concealer. This has a very lightweight texture to it, but it does have a nice brightening effect to it. So I'm applying it on my nostrils, underneath my eyes, and even on my female mustache area, because I noticed that's looking a little dark. Time for me to do a little bit of hair removal there. I noticed after wearing both of these together, they just honestly didn't wear very well together because I really needed to wear a lot of powder, and even though I powdered quite a bit during this video, I just didn't powder enough throughout the day. So this is just, they're both really, or actually the foundation's just really dewy, and this concealer was just not the best pairing, but I do like them, like both of them. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do some highlighter. This is from Stila, and this is the All Over Shimmer Liquid Luminizer in Bronze Shimmer. So I'm just applying that wherever I want to highlight, and then I'm taking a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just tapping that wherever the highlighter is to help blend it, because that's the trick with highlighters, especially liquid highlighters. You always want to blend them so that it looks like it's just natural light catching your skin. You don't want it to look like you're wearing highlighter. And so this actually came out quite nicely. And that dewiness I was talking about, I'm taking a duo fiber stippling brush. That one is from Sigma, and this is a Mary Kay translucent loose powder, and I just wanted to eliminate some of that shine and set the concealer, and just, you know, it's a dewy foundation, so I really shouldn't have even been concerned with trying to powder it and set it, because it's just a dewy foundation, but it's gorgeous. It just gives you that healthy skin glow. But if it's a hot summer day and you don't have air conditioning, like I said, probably not the best one. Now taking a flat panel brush, I'm actually using a Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is in the shade Barely Branded, and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid, all the way up to my eyebrow, from lash line to eyebrow. And this is just a nice way to brighten any kind of eyeshadow, because the eyeshadow I'm going to be using is on all matte texture. And matte eyeshadows can be a little tricky to work with, so using a really thick cream base like this, such as a Color Tattoo from Maybelline, nice cream eyeshadow or an eyeshadow base, can really help you manipulate that product better, just because you're able to really build up the color pigmentation, because you have that wet, you know, cream base holding on to the eyeshadow. And then also, you know, once you build up that color, you're able to blend it better. So this is the Stila Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette, and I'm using the Mind palette. This is an all matte palette, and I wanted to create a really soft, neutral look for you guys today, since most of my looks are just so out there and they're pretty colorful, and I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, so I wanted to do something a little softer for you guys today. So I'm using the shade Creativity, and it's just kind of a nice cream matte shade, and I'm just applying that very liberally all over my lids. I'm actually using a flat panel brush, and I'm tapping it. I don't want to wipe it or swipe it on just yet because of the cream eyeshadow that's on my lids. So I'm really just, you know, tapping that in there until I build up the color. And once the color's built up to where I want it, I'm using the next shade, Intellect, and I'm placing that very liberally in my natural crease. And this one's also kind of like a cream shade, but this one's a little bit warmer. Actually, I shouldn't say cream, maybe it's like a cream beige. But yeah, just gives me a little bit more definition, but still very soft color. It's not the usual dark or bright colors that I like to stick in the creases of my eyeshadow looks. But like I said, it's really important that I want to cover up basically my color tattoo that's on my eyelids. And you want to always go back and, you know, correct the edges of your eyes. So now I'm taking this shade in Wit, and I'm applying it just to the very outer crease. Just right in the crease. I'm not even making my usual V shape. I'm just applying a little bit more color, just the color Wit, just to deepen the crease on the outer edges just a little bit. And now I'm taking a fluffy shader brush, and I'm taking this really matte light pink shade. It's named Thinker, and I'm applying that all over my brow bone, also on the insides of my eyes, because I want to cover up anywhere there's any Maybelline colored tattoo poking through. And I'm also blending the other shades, so I'm really making sure that I'm taking the time to blend those so it's a nice seamless transition. Then I'm going to go back to the shade Intellect. That's my crease shade, and I'm just adding a little bit more of that just to deepen the crease again, just a little bit, but still a very soft look, and I just want to keep blending those. And I'm saying hello to my boyfriend who just got home from work. There's a couple of jump cuts in this video because my dog kept coming over to me and kept, you know, not bothering me, but he wanted attention. He wanted to hang out with me. And then my boyfriend kept trying to say hi to me. And I'm like, I'm shooting a video. So now I'm taking this really almost white, not quite, but almost white matte shade. The name is Reason. And I'm applying that on the inner corners of my eyes very liberally. It just brightens up the entire look. I'm lining my upper lash line with the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner, my Holy Grail liquid liners, in the shade Dark Brown. I love how dark brown is not as intense as black, but it still gives your eyes a lot of definition. It's very beautiful, and, you know, it's a nice alternative to always wearing like really intense black shades. And as usual, I do my usual wing, because I love winged liner. It's just the way I roll. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I just build that up. And now I've got my winged liner going. I'm actually going to be wearing lashes today, so I pulled out a pair of, oh whoops, we're not to the lashes yet. What am I thinking? Sorry. Actually, we're still doing the liner. Okay, so this is the Butter London eye pencil in Twigged. This is just like a warm taupe shade, and I'm using it just on the outer lower lash line, not my waterline, just the outer lower lash line, and I even bring it up to connect my winged liner that I created with the Stila, just to help those two connect. And then this is pretty cool. This is the Silkissime. This is from L'Oreal. This is an eyeliner, and the actual name of the eyeliner is actually Highlight. So I just place it very liberally on my inner corner right there, on my lower lash line, the inner corner. And I even just bring it in a little bit, almost halfway, and it just brightens up the eyes really nicely. It's a nice, really creamy product. I'm applying just one coat of mascara to my upper lashes. This is actually the Mile High Lashes from Stila, and it's a very nice mascara. I'm not really doing it justice in this video since I'm only wearing one coat of it, because I'm going to bust out some false lashes for you guys today. These are from Ardell. They're number 33, and I apply them using the Duo Dark Tone eyelash adhesive that actually dries black. Now I'm just going back over, because I've already applied my lashes, editing magic. Now I'm just going over my inner lash line to make sure that the lashes are blending in nicely with my natural lash line so they're not so obvious. And then the eyelash glue, when it dries, sometimes it can be a little shiny. So I'm just going over any parts of the lash line where there's some shine from the glue. I'm using a matte black shade named Brilliance, and I just dot it on there, and that takes care of that shine. And oh, I really like this. I love this palette, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. And I'm actually even using it to fill in my eyebrows today. So there's a nice taupe shade in there. The name is Observation. And what I like about this is it's a pretty universal taupe. This will work on almost, not everybody, but like people who have any kind of unusual hair colors could wear this. If you have like Fire Engine Red, Platinum Blonde, Silver Fox, like any unusual hair colors, this is a great way to define your brows without having to have brows that match whatever hair color you're currently sporting. It's just one of those good universal brow shades. And I love that I have this shade in an eyeshadow palette, so I can use it also as a crease color, obviously an eyeshadow, transition shade, but it's just a really great, and it has, look at the pigmentation, and look how well it's sticking to my skin, which is nice. I'm able to fill in where I actually have brows, and even where I don't actually have brows, I'm able to create the illusion of having hair there with this eyeshadow. So again, the name of it is Observation, and it's available in the Mind palette from Stila's Eyes Are the Windows shadow palette. So now I'm just adding powder again, just trying to kill some of the shine so I don't blind you guys while you're watching this video. Now I'm using the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's a great drugstore bronzer. It has a very subtle warmth to it. It has a little bit of glitter, a little bit of shimmer, but it's not overwhelming. And I love just applying this pretty liberally just to warm up my complexion. I'm also using the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Blush in Rose. And just, oh, I forgot to put mascara on my lower lashes. There we go. I did that really quick. Okay. And now I'm just using an angled blush brush, and I'm just very liberally applying this Nude Wear Blush in Rose from Physicians Formula. It's just a beautiful color. It's very subtle. Gives you that nice rosy glow. And now I'm doing a little bit of cleanup, as you can see. Since my hair's so light right now, I always want to make sure I go through with a wet wipe or a baby wipe, makeup remover wipe, and clean any of the makeup that's showing up in my hairline, because it's not a very flattering look. And this lip gloss, I love it. Treat yourself to at least one of these. I think there's only 5 or 6 in the Stila collection. This is the Magnificent Metals lip gloss from Stila, and this is in the shade Rose Quartz. It's very sticky, which makes it pretty long wearing, and it just has a beautiful shine. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something or just enjoyed watching, getting ready with me. I always try to come up with some stuff that I haven't put together before for you guys to watch, so I hope you enjoy that. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I love it when you guys interact with me. I really try to answer everyone as soon as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.